I just love how I just get it rounding.
Got to get around it, a watter. I'm annoyed though, someone nicked my Goku glass.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was in the sink, obviously like drying, and someone just took it. So it's in someone's office. So Adam, who was your favourite racer in Wacky Racers?
I think it's got to be the Anthill mob, the little gangsters.
Strong choice.
Yeah, what about you?
I think it's Peter Perfect, just 'cause he drives the penis mobile. He's so good. Dick Dastardly is arguably one of the greatest cartoon characters ever created because not only does he have a moustache sharp enough to cut you before you can even appreciate how fine it is, but he drives one of the coolest cars in cartoon history. A car that actually helped him win one race. Jonathan Wasson go in it. A car that actually helped him once win one of the titular Wacky Racers, which was then stolen from him by the announcers. So first things first, Adam, do you remember what the name of Dick Dastardly's car was?
All I remember is it was 00.
It was the Mean Machine 00.
That's the one, Mean Machine.
And I would argue it's one of the coolest looking cars just ever.
It's just like the rocket car.
It's a rocket car, but it's purple.
Yeah.
It's super cool. And I would legitimately want to have that car because all the cars in that show, they were fantastical in nature and usually had a theme. Like you said, the Anthill mob was your favourite, and that was
a bus.
A bus. I think it was more based on an old Cadillac.
Yeah.
Like gangsters would try. Oh, Lucas is in with round.
Yeah.
It's that, mate.
Yeah.
Got a pint of water. So, what's Bruce Lee's favourite drink? Water. Yeah, the Anthill mob was based on an old Cadillac or something. It's all the gangsters driving it.
Yeah.
I did always like the little gag they do of, we need to go a bit faster, so they stick the legs out the bottom and run. And then you had what was it, the Slag Brothers?
Just a boulder.
Just a boulder cat, and they'd hit it with the clubs.
Yeah.
And then obviously I had Peter Perfect and his penis mobile. It's so a penis mobile. I don't care what anyone says. There's a picture of it right behind. It's so obviously a big, huge penis. And I remember many a race where he would win it he'd just win it literally with the tip. But Dick Dastardly didn't have to rely on any of that gimmick shit. He just had a really cool, fast car that was actually so fast. Pretty much every single episode, except for the one we're going to talk about today, he could get so far ahead of the people on the track during the race that he could just sit there and lay traps. Do you remember that?
Yeah, he used to just go miles in front and then stop for some reason.
To lay a trap to stop people from catching up to him, even though he's already ahead.
Yeah, could just go to the end and win.
And think about that level of confidence of, I'm already so far ahead, I can come to a complete stop and dick around on the track. And then he lost every single race. And the race we're talking about today is in one episode where the actual announcer of the show asks Dick Dastardly, who can break the fourth wall, perhaps the most powerful ability any fictional character can have, and just says, no, I'm just going to race properly in this one and just go for the win legit. And that's the entire episode is just that. And we'll get to the bullshit that happens to poor Dick Dastardly at the end. But first, I think we need to discuss just the era of Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Yeah.
Because just prior to recording this, we were all sat there going, man, I want to watch all of Wacky Racers now. And we're legitimately contemplating buying the DVD. So, have you got any favourite old cartoons from that era that you just see on TV and just go, yeah, I really like this, and just sit down and watch it?
I mean, at the minute, we're all, me and Nisha have been binging South Park from start to finish.
Yes.
So going back, but if you want to go back to a classic, another Hanna-Barbera on ScoobyDoo.
Oh, man, ScoobyDoo.
I could just sit and just watch it.
ScoobyDoo is so fucking good. How has it been that consistently good for 50 years?
It's amazing.
What is it? What's New Scooby-Doo, I think, is the one that I remember, which is so good. I don't get how something that formulaic stayed as good as it did. I really don't, because every episode is exactly the same. It's is it a ghost? Well, no. It's obviously not a ghost. But you just you sit there as a kid and go, but it might be a ghost this time. And it's never a ghost, but it might be.
I just love how they're it's always a partially visible, opaque, transparent ghost, sorry. And then it's no, it was actually a man wearing this disguise. It's
Matt, did you ever see the theory that Scooby-Doo exists in this hellscape universe where just unemployment is through the fucking roof? Because someone broke down the entire original series of Scooby-Doo and said every single place they go to is either run down or closed. Every theme park, every hotel, every place of gathering is just closed, dilapidated. And usually the people who are pretending to be a ghost are only doing it to attract people to make some money. And it's no wonder they get so pissed off at the gang, because you've just taken away my one ability to earn a livelihood for my family. Yeah. It's so fucking good. So, oh man, who's your favourite Scooby-Doo character?
It's got to be Shaggy.
It's Shaggy, man. So good. I fucking love Shaggy.
Because I can kind of relate to him with my hairstyle.
Yeah. Who's that guy you look like? That comedian?
Alan Cochrane.
Alan Cochrane. Can we do that? Whoever edits this one, can we have a picture of Alan Cochrane and there's a picture of Alan. You look so much like him. It's unreal.
I'm going to send one picture because there's one where it's Alan Cochrane stood with a microphone doing a comedy. And when I put a poll on Facebook once, my friend put my face on Alan Cochrane. And I literally looked and went, oh my God, there's no difference.
I am just this man. You should try and just go and steal his bit anyway. And before we move on from Scooby-Doo, I think I'm obligated to mention the episode that they crossed over with Johnny Bravo.
Yeah.
No one remembers that, and it's super fucking good because it contains one of my favourite jokes of all time in anything, which is Velma and, Johnny Bravo bump into each other, and Velma drops the glasses, and Johnny Bravo drops his glasses, and Velma's on the floor, my glasses, I can't see without my glasses. Johnny Bravo, my glasses, I can't be seen without my glasses. It's like, oh, it's so good! That's such a good line! Why is that in a shitty cartoon that no one remembers?
I just fucking love Johnny Bravo's body build, just tiny legs and then just chest.
Oh, the Brock Lesnar. Just the Jiren. Johnny Bravo, just the Jiren. It's so fucking good.
I think the other Scooby-Doo crossover I love is the Supernatural one.
I think I'll say the wrestling one then.
No, the wrestling one, yeah. They've got the wrestling one as well.
The wrestling one, and you can date it immediately because Sin Cara's in it.
Yeah.
And they keep trying to push Sin Cara as being really cool. And then in actual wrestling, a month later, he just got kicked out.
So going back to Wacky Races then.
Yes.
You said Dick Dastardly actually wins a race.
He does, yes. And obviously the setup for the episode is Dick Dastardly goes, I'm sick and tired of all this setting traps bullshit because it never works. It always blows up in my face. I'm just going to race legit and I'm going to try and win because he drives the fastest car. He always gets ahead of everybody. And the episode, goes on as normal and the shenanigans. I think the announcer continually prods Dick Dastardly to do something bad. And he's like, no, I just want to win. I'm just trying to win here. And at the end of the episode, he crosses the finish line. He crosses the finish line before anybody else. You see it. You see his car go across the line. And then the announcer goes, but we need to go to a judge's decision. So no, fuck you, judge's decision. I remember I watched this episode as a kid and I got mad fucking salt about this episode because what happens next is they go, oh, we're going to go back to an instant replay. And they show an instant replay and Dick Dastardly's car is very clearly back behind where it was originally and it shows Joey's nose cone going across the line. Which didn't happen in the actual clip we just saw with our eyes. And they say, oh, he cheated, take his win away from him. It's like, no, that's doctored fucking footage. We saw him go across the line. And the reason I remember getting so mad about that is because they say, oh, it's cheating because he's made his car longer than it needs to be. One of the other racers in that thing is Peter fucking Perfect with a car with a nose that big who wins by doing that exact tactic.
Just small margins every time, but he had the bigger car.
Yeah, and I remember going, and they literally doctor the footage, and Dick Dastardly, understandably, gets all kinds of pissed at the end of the episode, and the announcer's like, well, you'll learn that cheating doesn't pay. It's like, you just cheated, he won! He fucking won! It's like, no wonder he decides, fuck it, I'm just going to troll everyone. He knows that even if he tries, he'll still lose. And I really relate to that.
I can just imagine just one day him just going, no, you know what, fuck this shit. I'm going to go and catch this pigeon now.
He was in Catch the Pigeon.
Yeah, Catch the Pigeon was Dick Dastardly.
Him and Motley were in Catch. That's probably why he did it. He's he probably oh hi Lucas.
Hi.
Have a good shit.
Yeah.
Do you wash your hands more in 20 seconds?
Good, yeah.
Good. I think that was the most unnerved I've ever been when I came into the office and every single surface just has something like coronavirus. Well, thanks. I come to the office to relax and I drink a beer and now I feel really fucking on edge. But I would legitimately not be surprised if they did a gritty reboot of Wacky Racers and it's just Dick Dastardly sat in a bar I won one. Did I say, yeah, we know Dick, you did win one. It's like that. It's like, no, I fucking did. I won though. I really did. The clip will go in and I'm hoping the audience sees why I'm getting so animated and pissed off about it. 'Cause I watched this as a kid. I remember yelling at my TV, but he won. And then the announcer's like, oh, he cheated. It's like, no, he didn't. That's not the right footage. You've got it mixed up. And I was getting really irate. And then years later, that's why I don't mind when you see little kids yelling at Dora on the TV.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I understand, kid. I was the same way. It was only Wacky Racers and not Dora going, can you see where Swiper is? Well, speaking of, like, you know, just bullshitting cartoons, how much do you know about Dora the Explorer?
Minimal.
Okay, so do you know about Swiper?
No.
Anyone know anything about... okay, well...
Do you watch Dora the Explorer, Karl?
Well, I had a little sister who watched it, yeah. And, well, Swiper, like, Swiper is, like, I think he's like a weasel who steals things. And Dora always says, Swiper, no swiping. So obviously, a good lesson for little kids.
Yeah.
Don't steal shit. But she says that to him in one episode when Swiper's in his own house. Like, she goes into Swiper's own house, watches him pick up something he owns, and goes, Swiper, no swiping. So you cheeky little bitch! No! None of that! And then another one is, are you familiar with Tricks?
No.
The cereal?
Oh, the cereal.
The cereal with the rabbit who tries to steal the Tricks. Well, there was this ad campaign in the 90s.
That's a new noise.
Fucking Brock Lesnar outside. It's got Shawn Michaels out there.
Rallying the troops.
He's going to fucking kick someone in the face, yeah. Well, with Tricks cereal, do you know the whole thing was like, oh, he just wants some tricks, and he tries to steal it off the kids. Well, there was an ad campaign in the 90s where they like asked kids to write in and say, oh, should we give the Tricks rabbit some cereal? Expecting all the kids to agree with their marketing of like, no, he's trying to steal the Tricks. Yeah. He doesn't deserve the Tricks. And I think it was like 95% of everyone who wrote in, like, give the rabbit some fucking cereal. He just wants a bowl of cereal, let him have it. And what they did is they released an advert where they try to give him cereal and it gets taken away from him or something like that. And then he still never gets to have the cereal, despite like 95% of people like, just give him some fucking cereal.
So mean.
So that's like, what is it, Cocoa Pops?
Yeah.
They had adverts with that. Who is it in Cocoa Pops adverts who was trying to steal the Cocoa Pops?
It was like a crocodile, wasn't
it?
Yes, King K. Rool, basically.
King K. Rool.
They ripped off Donkey Kong, we all know this. But like they have, like, who's the mascot for Cocoa Pops? Like the monkey for Cocoa Pops. And he's like, oh yeah, we need to stop this alligator or crocodile from stealing, like, you know, the Cocoa Pops in a world that's made of Cocoa Pops. So what you're doing is you're stopping him from just, like, you know, picking stuff up off the fucking ground. It's like, what? Just let him have some fucking seats everywhere. There are lakes of this shit. Just let him have some fucking cereal.
It's just one of them where the face, you know, the good guy is a bellend.
He is, yeah. Like Dora the Explorer, swiper, no swiping. It's his house.
He can do what he wants.
He can do what he wants. He owns it. He paid for it. He can take what he wants. Oh, man.